Hey everybody, how's it going? Back here streaming another one of these shows here during the Summer Game Fest, the ones that we can fit into our schedule here. But this is the PC gaming show. That'll be fun. Wait, where's my? There it is. My own view of the stream to see what's going on. Oh, good. Yeah, they're celebrating their 10th anniversary, so that's cool.
Welcome you to the PC Gaming Show 2024. Once again, I'm absolutely thrilled to be your host. My name is Sean Day9 Plot. We've got another great show for you, packed with trailers, exclusives, and lots of surprises, but here is what I'm most excited about. Joining me once again is the inimitable Mika Burton. Get in here, Mika.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Take it away,
Sean. I am so glad to be here and be a part of this milestone in the history of the PC gaming show. Seriously, like a whole decade covering the ever-changing landscape of PC gaming and all of the incredible games during that time. That's pretty impressive.
We've had a good run. 10 years is a long time, and if this show was a child, it would be slamming doors and belittling me in public and still asking for V-Bucks and Fortnite.
Yeah, well, before we take a look at the future of PC gaming, let's get a bit nostalgic and take a look back at some of our favorite moments from the last 10 years of the show.
Oh, dude. Cue
Oh, really? They
emotive
just did
montage
this.
music.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Like before the show was
Over the
them
years,
doing a
we've
countdown.
featured so many great games, some of which got their start
Okay.
right here on the PC gaming show. So, who remembers some of those gems?
I mean, I remember in 2021 when we turned a graphics card into a spaceship, or
Yeah.
when we did various attempts to replace our host with artificial intelligence. It was an innocent time. We were so young and naive back
Oh,
then.
we sure were. And what about way back when the PC gaming show was live and we had developers like Dean Hall and Warren
All right.
Spector and oh my god, look at baby Day9.
Oh, and I still look like that.
I mean,
And who could forget the PC Gaming Show 1969, live streaming from a surface of a little white rock that we call the moon?
hey, what?
Wow. I don't know if it's my dwindling oxygen levels or the fact that my internal organs are floating weightlessly around my body. Man, this game is making me feel very dizzy with excitement. Houston, anything new on the RPG front?
Hey, what?
And who could forget the PC Gaming Show 1350, a personal favorite of mine? Now, for fans of sticks and pebbles, prepare to lose thy stools for sticks and pebbles too. Developed by peasants and published by Microsoft.
Okay.
Simply boil some water to access
Certainly
it
a
on
bit.
Steam.
Sean, you know some of those things didn't really happen, right?
Oh, of course, Mika. I know. I'm not an
Turn this
idiot.
down a little bit more.
Moon landing, sure.
Well, we have some more exciting news. No 10th anniversary show would be complete without our favorite Brit and gaming goddess. It's none other than Frankie Ward.
Thank you so much, Mika. It's great to see you and Sean again. And to celebrate 10 years, I even got us a little cake. But I do think I speak for everyone watching when I say, could you two stop goofing around and just get to the trailers already?
Well, in a second. But Frankie, riddle me this. Why aren't you, like, here with us?
Well, I'm kind of expecting a pretty special delivery.
Oh, I get you. Big Amazon orders.
Yeah,
Can't
makes
miss
sense,
those.
yeah.
Sometimes you have to sign.
Right?
Something a little more important. I'll be here with my unborn
Oh,
mind having
okay.
a watch party. And I'm just gonna chill out here on the couch, have some snacks, and be on hand to jump in whenever the mood takes me. Also, why are you standing there like a couple of lemons anyway? You should take a page from my book and take a load off.
Ooh, hey, Frankie, I think you're onto something. I mean, this is way better.
Yeah, thank you, Frankie. And you know what? Thank you, chair scientists everywhere.
I'm glad you're both comfortable because we've got a great show today. Trailers to the most exciting upcoming
speaking of
PC games,
chairs.
exclusive world premiere announcements of brand new games, interviews, and behind the scenes looks at upcoming releases, and lots more.
But first, let's kick off this year's 2024 PC Gaming Show with 3 huge world premiere announcements. Here we go.
Probably brighten myself up a little bit. It's a weird part of the day where it's starting to get darker out, but not that quickly. Okay. Yeah, I figured this was like a farming crafting game. But these Howard the Duck looking ducks, maybe a little much. Riding on these doom looking pigs. I don't know. Oh no, not the brain slugs. Why did that turn into an egg? Among the Wild, okay. Sure.
From the creators of Dolph-Romantic and Kurzgesagt
Okay.
comes a new game in space.
I think I've heard about this game.
Meet the Starbirds.
Unless this is a different game from their other one.
Nearby asteroids.
They announced a game earlier this year
You'll need
from that studio.
other stuff.
I forget if that's
You'll
this
need to
studio or
connect
not.
Stuff to other stuff to produce even more stuff.
Alright, automation
Advance your
on
technology and reach for the
asteroids.
stars. Explore countless asteroids. They're packed with resources and come in all shapes
Okay.
and sizes.
This looks neat.
Stay curious.
It looks lo-fi enough I could do it pretty well on a...
Starbirds
Uh-oh.
coming to a solar system near you. Wishlist now on Steam.
Alright, there's a cool game. Ooh. Oh. This looks promising. Oh. This guy's getting wrecked so much. Okay,
Wow, Lorne Vale looks great.
that looks
Fantasy
interesting.
world with post-apocalyptic vibes, guns, but also magic. Sign me the heck up. And actually, Mika, question for you. What do you think you would become in a lawless fantasy world? Seriously.
Well, I could see myself as like a ruthless bounty hunter, blasting away hordes of enemies with a six-shooter, or maybe I'd become a silver-tongued traitor, you know, talking my way out of dangerous situations.
Wait, but what about me?
For you, I picture a dead body, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that makes sense. I mean, I would die quickly.
Yeah.
People have always said I look like the Disco Elysium bloated corpse.
Right?
Hey, there you go.
It really checks out. Well, in Lorne Vale, it looks like both of our visions can come true. Hey, now, Sean, since we're talking about fantasy games, lots of them let you practice alchemy, right? But how
Sure.
about a tycoon game that lets you practice alchemy?
Oh, Mika, is your clever wordplay indicative of me getting to brew my own beer?
You are so right, Sean. It is, but more than just that. In our next game, you build and manage a monastery, keep your monks happy, and create your very own ale recipes.
Oh, Mika, at last, a game that caters to my desire for medieval, mead-based monastery management.
Roll out the barrels as we raise a goblet or two to Ale Abbey.
Looks like Phil's about ready to go. You ready, Phil? Yeah, you're pretty loud. I can adjust it on my end. Alright, you should be on the stream now, Phil. Nope, let's see. Properties. Oh, because I know why. Go ahead.
Check, check, 1, 2. Am I here?
Yep, you're good.
Alright, so now I just need the stream link.
Okay, audio should be okay now, so. Oh yeah, Streets of Road 2. I played a decent bit of this first game, but it didn't do a ton for me.
Yeah, that's one I actually kind of missed out on, so, maybe this might be one that I end up checking out.
Yeah, so
Although,
early access August 14th, not too far away.
okay.
I think it's time, Red.
I told
Although
you.
I've been basically
my
just
name
playing
is
nothing but
Ringo.
Balatro.
Tell me again, how does this
So have you seen the video of the other game like that I
Have to combine
played?
like this.
What's it called? Dungeons and Degenerate Gamblers.
And the other guy both, yeah. Kind of saw a little bit of that. It's like,
Yeah, it's blackjack, which is pretty neat.
Whoa, careful with
Mm.
the face.
And you're more going against other people.
yeah.
So like
I guess it's his
whoever's
name.
closer to 21 or doesn't bust does damage to the other people.
Yeah.
Well, make sure you put on your seatbelt.
They got a free demo out now that they're just updating like it's early access.
Hmm.
Yeah, Wonder Stars looks neat. I'll add it to the pile of demos I've downloaded, not started yet.
Coming up in the PC gaming show.
That's one thing, nice thing about PC is you do have a lot of stuff to work with.
If they work. What did I download? I downloaded the... what was it? It was a racing game. Supposed to have a demo this weekend, and it's like 45 gigs to download, and it did not work.
Hmm.
It like failed to log into the server, and I didn't have time to wait for it to work, so I just deleted it.
We got some stuff coming up. I think I saw Landlords a little bit there.
Yeah, Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. That was the demo.
Oh yeah, that one's been in the oven for a while.
Yeah. I started up and I could click real good on the menus, but
Yeah.
not log in.
Those menus are very, very nice, but can't do anything. Yeah, are you still looking towards a PC upgrade, or you kind of like shelve that for now?
Probably at some point.
Yeah.
Though the problem is I want to get that PSVR 2 adapter for PC that works with the specific ports I have on this graphics card.
Mhm.
DisplayPort 1.4.
Zoe,
Yeah.
I was beginning to think.
So it's
you
like,
were
oh, this is perfect. I don't know how backwards compatible the future versions of that are, but
Well, DisplayPort, the newer versions just tend to support higher refresh rates and stuff like that. So, you know, the newer DisplayPort will probably still work just fine with the older stuff.
Once served your father.
yeah, they'll
To lay
probably
groundwork for everything
stick to this for now.
Mm.
I am Savi. Welcome, Zoe.
All right, what the heck is this?
I don't
Steel
know.
Seed. Okay. Hey, look at that. A PC showcase showing consoles. Who could imagine that? It's not like the Xbox showcase where they're refusing to show you that a couple of their games are coming to other platforms.
Yeah.
As they're
It's
trying
only
to
Xbox.
expand to other platforms.
Wish list now. I think that's going to be something to see a lot of.
Oh, is this the game that was shown the other day? I think it was. Trying to remember what it was called. It's maybe like Battle Aces or something like that.
Looks familiar.
Fallen Aces, yeah. Oh, it's out that soon?
Thugs like you were all the same.
Like a more
There is an offer
open
that you can't refuse.
Bioshock
So,
Doom-esque
how
kind of
about it,
thing.
fella? Are you ready to get your knuckles bloody with fallen aces?
Well, Mika, I'd rather use a lead pipe. You know, because I have these fragile RTS digits.
Yeah, okay. Well, good news, Sean. You will recognize our next game, Stormgate, a
It's a
real-time
game
strategy game.
showcase.
It's giving off some big StarCraft vibes, which is not surprising.
Oh, this game's
since
still
it's being
happening.
Made by
Okay.
a team of former StarCraft developers. And hey, Sean,
Yeah.
you played StarCraft like an hour or two, right?
They're hoping to survive
yeah.
longer than the
I
last
played
one they
maybe
shut
even
down.
3 hours. I even
Former
dipped a
Blizzard
toe in a
people.
little bit.
Crazy.
But now for all you RTS fans out there, heads up, because with Stormgate, we've got a lot more than just a trailer. We visited the developer Frost Giant Studios for a close-up look at their new RTS. So get those hand stretches going, prop up your gaming chair, and stay hydrated. Prepare to do battle in Stormgate.
So did you check out the Xbox showcase?
I kind of dipped in and out. I saw a few things. I saw that Doom Dark Ages.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is this not called Heretic? Because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's telling I think the description was telling the origin of Doom Guy's rage. Which is like, okay.
Yeah. Sure.
It's a nice dumb premise.
Yeah.
I'm also like, could be neat. Luckily I don't have to pay to check it out, so that'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be on Game Pass, so there you go.
Just be like, is this going to be more like the original Doom or Eternal?
I hope it's more like the original, because quite frankly, Eternal is terrible.
Yeah, I bounced off of that.
Yeah.
Like I played the first level and was like, oh, that's enough of this.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah, I know I should be like interested in this real-time strategy
The
thing. Nope, that's
Celestial
not my thing.
Armada is this
Yeah.
dying alien race that is moving through the galaxy, and they are ancient beings that stretch back to the origins of the universe itself. And everything from their beings to their civilization to where they live is technologically driven. And we love playing into that mechanically with how they express themselves on the battlefield in the game. With each faction that we develop, we start with a core identity. The Vanguard, we have this plucky human resistance. They're about adaptability, and with the Infernals, we really explored the idea of a unit-focused faction that could have a different way of summoning their troops into the battlefield. With the Celestials, when we
At least they
started
got some
out, we really
gameplay along
wanted
with all their
to push a
concept
lot of
art
boundaries.
stuff they're showing.
And we thought, how can we make a building
they should show more of the gameplay.
and also a faction that introduces map-wide mobility. they are anchored by this idea that they're descending into the atmosphere from the Celestial Armada. And so when you're playing as this faction and can build structures all across the map in different places very easily, in many ways it becomes this strategic dance about where the conflict is playing out on a map. So we've kind of shifted.
They're
the
literally
focus
making
onto the
StarCraft
builders
without calling it
themselves.
StarCraft.
There's going to be a lot of emergent
Yeah.
gameplay that players
It's
will
like,
discover on their own.
you know, it's
that
like
we are
Activision
not
Blizzard
planning for,
doesn't
and
wanna
that's
make that.
actually what we want from the Celestials.
These guys are
wanna
like,
give
we
players
do.
a bunch of options, a bunch of flexibility.
We'll
a
start
bunch
our
of
own
interesting
studio to
toys
do it.
play with, and then see what comes out the other side. And if you're the type of player that really likes coming up with this innovative way to outsmart opponents, the Celestial faction
Even the
is
UI
designed
looks just
for you.
like it.
With Celestials, we've really done something that is
Legally
pure
distinct
original thinking
StarCraft.
from this team that
So.
is not something that we've seen before in a real-time strategy game. And it took a lot of iteration to get to the point that it felt balanced and where it felt correctly comparable to the other two races.
Stormgate is a Blizzard-style RTS, and so by saying that we're continuing the legacy of Warcraft and StarCraft, we're really looking at that core RTS experience. But we really believe that even within a Blizzard-style RTS, there's a lot of room to innovate, and there's a lot of
I
creative.
don't know if you saw they're doing a
boundaries that we push
$600
to bring
Xbox
new
Series
styles of play and
X.
new experiences for players, and so we
Yeah,
are really
with
excited
no
about
disk
bringing
drive.
a lot of new ideas into the genre.
I think
We
that
want you
one
to have
does.
this
The no
asymmetric
disk drive is
experience
$450.
where playing one faction or another faction.
This is a
really feels
special
almost
2
like you're
terabyte
playing the
edition
entire
with like
Our technology runs
like a
at
starry
higher
field
tick rate
kind
than
of
any
look to
real-time
it.
strategy game that's ever come before.
Okay.
In a nutshell, essentially what that means
Yeah, I
is
saw the
as a
white
player,
ones,
the
so-
time between
Yeah.
clicking and seeing their actions take place is faster than any other RTS.
It'll be
game that's
available
really
in
ever
limited
come out. As a
quantities in
player,
select
it just
markets at
feels
$5.99.
Really, really good to play.
One of the biggest design challenges that we faced
100 extra
with
bucks for
Stormgate
one more
is
terabyte.
creating a
And
game
that's about it.
that maintains
Yeah, when
the
I
high
got my
skill
4
gameplay
terabyte
that
for my
has
PS5
been
for
the heart of RTS
about
for
200
so long,
bucks.
but still
Yeah.
provides an on-ramp
Like,
for new players coming in that
That's a
doesn't
little bit
scare them away.
excessive
It's
there,
okay to be a
Microsoft, for
high-skill
the
game.
storage.
It's actually a good and appealing thing. We never want to
so
water down that
there's that
aspect
in a
of
Series
RTS,
S
but
that
we talk a
has
lot about
1 terabyte
lowering
in
the
it.
skill floor, which means
I don't know what's
Which
different.
already-
more approachable for new
Yeah,
players
we already
coming
have one
in
of those,
without
but it's
taking
black.
away the high skill elements of the game that make RTS
let's
so
But now we have a white one that has
Early access
1 terabyte
is
too.
much more about
Oh,
bringing
because
the
it's in
community along
robot
with
white.
us and benefiting from
Yeah.
that feedback that the community provides us. to
How's that
really
different from the
make
other
game
white?
What they tell us they want. We've been having
it
conversations
has robot in
with the
front of it.
community, and together, hopefully,
guess
that
I
we
don't-
really are able.
It's not
to
even like
provide
eggshell white
something
where I
that
can
feels
tell the
alive.
difference a little bit.
We're sharing it at a
Yeah.
much earlier stage than any game that we've worked on in the past. But it is a better way to make games. And I believe that Stormgate, as it evolves, will turn into something.
So I see how they're gonna
that is
get 2 hours,
literally the
2
best
hours
game
out of
that
this.
we've ever
So
worked on as a result.
Yeah, a whole lot
We
of
hope you've enjoyed this exclusive
stuff
first
that
look
I'm
at our
not particularly
Celestial
interested in
faction.
right now.
Stormgate's free to play. It's available to everyone. It will be launching fully into early access on August 13th. But you can
should have
join
said
us
free to
before
play
July
early
13th
on.
by going to Steam and picking up one of our bundles that's available today.
How to get in early? July 30th.
Well, douse
It
me
is
in
soon.
ethereal light and mine my minerals. I am beyond excited for Stormgate.
Hey Sean, if you're excited for RTS,
Yeah, they announced the
Madness,
Life is
make
Strange
sure
game, a new
you
one,
this.
double
I
exposure.
ordered
Yeah.
little pretzels to scoop up my
If you
ice cream
pre-order
with
the
food.
special editions,
They're like
you get to
spoons
play
with
it 2 weeks early.
Solid logic, Frankie, but why are you
Okay.
telling me this now?
At least the first 2 chapters, I think.
Sean. Optimum watch party
I don't know how many there are, but
spoons, nothing to wash later. Get it?
that's a lot.
Here is another example. Let's say someone knocks on my door during the watch
Basically,
party.
people are going to start
A
spoiling
regular
it
person would get up and
weeks
answer the
early.
door, but me?
Yeah.
I just hurl this brick through my front window, and whoever was knocking runs away in terror. Bricks. They're like spoons you can throw.
I feel like I'm really starting to get you, Frankie. A window brick sounds totally overpowered. I think you're onto something.
My point is this. It's a really exciting time for strategy games on PC, and we've got so many more to show you today, starting right now. All you turn-based tactics fanatics out there do not want to miss this next one.
All right.
These two are absolutely insufferable.
A worker strike on Mars turns violent. I've never heard that before. That's not Red Faction.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Mars Tactics, so... Okay. That was a little more RTS than I was thinking. I was kind of hoping it'd be like, oh, what is it called? Corporate strategy?
Don't know.
Oh, there's some destructibility. That's cool. Yeah, always like a good throw the grenade back at them kind of mechanic. Not good. Taking shots and completely missing. I mean, it's a big planet you can share.
You could, but you do have experience with humans, right?
Yeah.
That's not really our thing, apparently. This looks a bit more my style.
Yeah. Yeah, the game I was looking for is Into the Breach. That's what this style is. Sort of smaller levels, but more kind of chess-like strategy to it. Codes of the Bayou. Okay. That looks neat.
When the demon looked upon the earth, it was the look of death.
So Camler is really trying to summon a demon from another dimension. What a twat.
The primary mission is to sabotage Camler's operation at any cost. What a splendid hiding place.
Hey, there we go. There's a sound I know.
How about a little switcheroo?
You got equipped with thinamajigs too.
You're not the only one with tricks up your sleeve.
Tight passages traversing the rooftops will require some calling.
No?
Don't mind me.
The YouTube stream is barely like 20 seconds behind the rest of it.
Yes.
I'm on the Twitch.
Impressive.
Terrifying.
It has its uses.
I've got glimpses
Where
of the
bear?
strange machine he's been working on. I have no idea what it does.
We'll keep it simple then. Stab and shoot our way to the off button.
Almost seems like Wolfenstein, but as a real-time strategy tactics game. Sumerian 6, okay. Demo now.
A lot of RTS stuff in this show so far.
Stealth tactics, a ragtag group of scientists, and a werebear.
Yeah, though that's not really RTS.
And
It's
speaking of trailers, Mika, we've had a ton
it's like
of them on
a
the PC gaming show over the last
flavor of like
You want to hear some stats?
Oh my god.
a more hero-based RTS kind of.
Has and always will be, Mika. And in the first 10 years of this
Like that
show,
mixed with, like,
we've hiked into
XCOM.
your hungry little eyeballs over 79,018 seconds of exclusive PC gaming content, streaming in a plethora of languages and regions.
And that's not all, Sean. We have worked closely with developers to provide exclusive.
So they made somebody add up the times of all the other shows.
Exciting games of the past
Definitely.
decade, all of which can be found over on our Steam page.
Indeed, and hey, how about a few more of those stats? According to chat, a whopping 98.7% of viewers tuned in live right now want us to hurry up and get on with the next trailer. So hey, can't argue with facts.
No, you can't.
Hey PC gamers, my name is Dave and I'm the director of Mighty Yell, and if you know us, you know we like to make things that are weird, uplifting, and fun. With those things in mind, I cannot wait to show you our brand new expressive dance battle adventure.
I'm pretty sure that's close to 100%, actually.
All Systems Dance takes the fun of freely dancing and moving through a space, combines it with some tense arena combat and a heartfelt and funny story, all in the name of taking down an evil corporation. Look, we wanted to make a game about dance because, well, we're not the greatest dancers. I'm not. But that doesn't matter. The thing about dance is that everyone can dance. And if everyone can dance and dance is what you need to save the world, then maybe everyone can save the world. I'm going to let the teaser speak for itself, but please go to allsystemsdance.com for more information. Thank you for watching this, for being a part of this with us. And remember, the revolution will not be choreographed.
Welcome to Port Tomorrow, a perfect place for every Whoosh citizen to work, socialize, and
I feel like that
relax.
t-shirt made me think this was going to be a skateboarding
Whoosh
game.
have thought of everything, so you never have to.
Don't believe their marketing and don't believe their messaging. This is the face of Whoosh. Look around. We are all trapped here on this island. We are being watched and we have to fight back. I know they outnumber us, but we've discovered their weakness. Their weakness is dance. Dance reprograms them. Dance makes them see us as more than just a number on a spreadsheet. You have to dance. You have to dance like your life depends on it. Take back control, free yourself, and feel the movement. The revolution will not be choreographed.
Okay. That's neat. Just not that much to it. I do like that we have a lot more like PS1 tech kind of games of late. Oh, is this Death Stranding, but you got a car? Okay, racing course. Wait, what is that? That boat's not doing a boat thing. That boat's on wheels. Fumes, okay.
Wow.
Sulfur, okay.
I don't know what to think about that. That was definitely a game.
Ooh, okay. Okay. More guns. Might have to check out that demo.
Yeah, this definitely looks kind of trippy.
We've detected the anomalous presence in the Iron Corridor area. We need you to localize it and contain it. There's a lot of blue and red activity there. Do not engage. I repeat, do not.
This looks like it would be an extraction shooter.
Probably. It's got all the signs of it right now.
Like, hey, we like, you know, Alan Wake 2. We'll do weird stuff. Okay. I'm gonna say fear influenced a little bit.
A little bit.
Would have like a military kind of shooter, but then it gets scary.
Quiet, listen. Let's say you find yourself face to face with a huge mutant super soldier whose arm has been replaced by a chainsaw.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well,
Speaking of, Celico is on early access now on Steam.
you know, like you do, I would probably replace its other arm with a grappling hook.
Oh my God, perfect, because that means you would fit right in at Tripwire
Okay.
Interactive, who have been working for years to bring
Killing
us the
Floor
next
3.
installment in the Killing Floor series. Now, for those of you who didn't know, the franchise has been a huge staple of the PC gaming show since its inception back in 2015. Tripwire have actually been at 9 PC gaming shows. In the upcoming sequel, players will face off against a new upgraded generation of Zeds in this long-awaited co-op horror FPS.
And the Zeds aren't the only things that have gotten an upgrade. To learn more, we visited those mad scientists at Tripwire Interactive for this exclusive look at the guns and gore of Killing Floor 3.
That's because they keep putting out Killing Floor expansions.
Yeah, but now it'll be a higher spec.
Hmm. Yeah, this is definitely a Killing Floor game.
Yeah. Bunch of naked zombies. They really ought to do a Attack on Titan tie-in. I mean, that's just the Chainsaw Man anime thing. Except it's a sword. Yep.
Action horror would be the thing that we focused on from the beginning with Killing Floor 3. It was really about science gone wrong. I mean, even like, look at this set, right? As a kid of the 80s and 90s, I just loved the Dark Horse Aliens and Predator comics. There were some elements in there about trying to create biological weapons set in a thematically dystopian themed world. So we wanted to tie that in. But from Predator and Aliens, one of the things that you see the most is basically a group of well-trained badasses who have to use every single bullet, every single grenade, every single weapon to handle the things that
I feel like you'd be better off putting this at the end of the show.
Those moments are.
It's like, hey, we got some interviews with some of these devs. You can check this out.
Yeah, it kind of disrupts the
There's
flow.
just a combination of just so many small elements that we've improved over Killing Floor 2 experience. We've increased the amount of Zeds that are in the world at one time, so the battle feels way more epic.
We knew we wanted Zeds to become more challenging. We're increasing how they get to you, how they damage you. So the cone of danger has essentially increased dramatically. Anywhere on screen Zeds can be, so I have to kind of keep my head on a swivel and really learn how to prioritize my targets. It's not essentially what's closest to me, but what can get to me faster, what's going to do more damage. It's just more ways to kind of amplify not only the action, but that horror element as well in KF3.
We have like very detailed hit detection system now, and you can blow off any limb. Every bullet hole that hits it stays there permanently. Exactly where you burn the creature is where you'll see its flesh burnt. We actually have Zeds where you can blow limbs off and they'll keep fighting you if it's not a critical spot of that Zed.
Most of our Zeds have somewhat of a critical zone on it. So certain Zed tech, like on the Flesh Pound, on his back, on his chest, they'll glow. If you shoot that, it will explode off and expose like an inner critical
Put a link
zone.
for remember, I think the first game on the Gorilla Collective Showcase that's a skateboarding game from some former Tony Hawk devs.
Okay.
Where you can play up to 50 people online.
When you do that, their heads
That's
are made up
probably
of
going to be
multiple
crazy.
meshes so that it can essentially open up and kind of randomizes what that head could look like. There is the opening shot of Day of the Dead, where there's literally just a massive tongue and maybe like a few teeth hanging there. We're very big horror fans. There's kind of like little Easter eggs throughout everything. That impact and that feedback and that variation makes shooting things in the head feel incredibly rewarding. We hope you enjoyed
I guess that's the case.
Killing Floor 3. For more information, visit killingfloor3.com and wishlist now.
What a beautifully twisted and nightmarishly gory game. I've already added it to my wish list, and look at this, Mika.
Oh.
I've also been in their Discord for 3 weeks.
Sean, that is the Discord for Cleaning Floor 3, the mopping simulator.
Oh, I mean, I was kind of wondering why there was so little chat about killing Zeds and so much about preventing streak marks on kitchen floors.
All right, let's leave Zeds behind because in our next game, there is a different type of mob filling the streets. Thousands of screaming sports fanatics. You can manage traffic, security, and logistics for athletes and fans in football tycoon game Coppa City. Here's the world premiere trailer.
Okay. Somebody gotta combat the football tycoon games.
A football game that could be the greatest it has ever seen. You are responsible for how it will go down in history. Get ready to host the biggest clubs from all around the world. You will have to manage every single detail. Prepare for thousands of fans swarming.
Management sims are definitely a staple of PC games.
Yeah.
Safety is a top priority. It's all in your hands.
Oh, City Builder meets football sim.
Yeah.
Do you have a way of siphoning out the racists and the people with weapons?
Can you give them what they want? Can you create a night they will remember forever? Everything comes down to your decisions.
Wait, they have robots that mow the fields? When does this football game turn into a riot?
The biggest clubs, engage thousands of fans, create a football fiesta. Coppa City 25, the first football tycoon.
Okay.
It was more about,
It's more of a city builder kind of thing.
yeah, I'm expecting it to be more like a team management thing, but that's not what they're going for here.
Yeah. You're just a city hosting a big match.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. Ooh. Assault Android, Cactus, and Unpacking. Those are the same kind of games. Alright. They got the drugs. This is a musical life sim?
Yeah, apparently.
Those Pokemon, or are they just spirits? This is not what I expected this game to look like.
Nope.
It's a puzzle game. It's not a bad thing, it's just I was expecting something different. He was going through doing stages and all that, so. Alright. This is more Toki Tori kind of stuff with music.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, PC Game Pass exists.
Yeah. You can get it. You don't have to get Game Pass Ultimate.
You don't do got the anime weed.
Mm.
To play awesome games in my own fantasy megaverse. I hope I never wake up.
Oh, here's some Xbox.
Bad clown. So what's up first? A little Halo capture the flag, or
Have a lovely picnic.
sure.
Kat, we've been talking. You do know about PC Game Pass, right?
Also, I don't like this Mars Attacks man dog.
Like going to a PC gamer's dreamland, only you're awake and he's not here. Tell me all about it!
You'll get day one access to some of the biggest new releases, along with a curated library of PC games.
It even includes an EA Play membership. And it's crammed with gunnels with exclusive member benefits and discounts. If I were human...
The thing they don't tell you is you have to download a different launcher for that.
Yeah.
Can I play with my friends? Ask them yourself.
Which is why I've not done it yet.
So it's a gaming membership designed specifically for PC players, and you get all these awesome features for a low monthly price.
Designed specifically for PC players, maybe not.
Thanks, guys. As soon as I wake up, I'm joining
A lot of interesting language here. It's like when Phil was talking about how it was a dream come true that he gets to announce the new Doom game. And it's like you guys bought him for that reason.
Yeah.
You know, it's not often I get to say this, but that terrifying clown and his admittedly cute friends really know what they're talking about.
Oh, they sure do, Mika. PC Game Pass is a great way to try out tons of PC games without having to buy them at full price.
So true.
Well, that was definitely an ad for PC Game Pass.
Yeah. Especially when I haven't seen the Game Pass logo on any of these games.
No.
Not that I expect it, but still. Yeah, skill trees. That's what I want. Last Moon. Okay. I'd be up for that.
Solver for Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere. We're making a covert revenge thriller FPS about a secret agent turns down one last job too many and gets hunted across the North American wilderness by the military-industrial complex. And I was like, hey, can I shoot this promo here? And they said,
Strange Scaffold puts out too many games. I don't understand it.
The one thing the games
Wow.
industry needs more than a corporation that gives a shit about developers and their players is WASP slander. Now, I could tell you about how Strange Scaffold, the studio behind El Paso elsewhere, is making an exciting new action game, but if you get anything out of this next trailer, I hope it's that WASPs are evil bastards and they should be shot on sight. Thank you.
Where are you hiding?
Oh, I was thinking of the other Wasp.
The more agents we send. And the more agents we send, well, come on
Okay.
out, you big bitch.
Because I believe Strange Scaffold announced another game during one of these showcases. I forget what it is, though. This is like lo-fi, oh crap, what was I?
Be careful what you wish for.
What was the id game that had the really good graphics?
Rage.
Yeah. It's like indie Rage 2.
Left us broken,
Mm.
lost. But we rose, piece
This.
by piece. Night.
It's good work. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen this game.
They broke us once, but I see no broken souls.
It's been around a bit. You build up these like outposts, and then at night the monsters come in and they knock it down.
Yeah.
With this stone.
Yeah, you get like these kind of big ass crowds of them. Yeah, Cataclysmo. Yeah, that's out pretty soon.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
Okay. I feel like you could just show it. But okay. Oh, that looks like Nuclear Throne.
Listen, I don't care what you were doing back on Earth, shooting hobos in tracksuits or sweating in a bush in some godforsaken jungle. This is nothing like what you've ever
Not
faced.
sure why you put
Our intel
coming up
confirms enemy
reels
operators
on
deployed in the AO,
a pre-recorded stream.
and it seems like those alien
Yeah.
freaks can be killed with light. Keep your mission objective a priority, and I'll see you on the other side. Moving out.
Though this might not be pre-recorded.
Mm.
Because the guy was referencing a Twitch chat poll. But I don't know.
Mm.
Could be making it up.
This is definitely a good-looking PC shooter.
There you go, Extraction. We'll put that in the title so you know it's an extraction shooter.
What's up, everybody? I'm
Yeah.
Tasteless, and I am joined with David, Kim, and Artosis. Today, we're going to be talking to
Here's
you
Battle
about a
Aces.
very exciting new game,
Again.
Battle Aces, a fast-action RTS.
Yeah, so let's get right into it.
This was at the
this
Summer
first
Game
building that
Fest.
you see right here is my core.
Mm.
This is where my units train out of. And also, if I lose the core, then I lose the game.
It seems like in this game, you can expand like within seconds of it starting. Is that correct?
Yeah, so right when the game starts,
Here's
you
your
have enough
second
resources to
StarCraft-esque
either expand,
RTS.
tech, or build an army to attack with.
You know, something that we keep seeing show up on this screen right now is that intelligence bar. This is one of my favorite things about Battle Aces, where you can immediately see not just your unit deck, but your opponent's as well, and start strategizing from the get-go.
For sure. And not
This is an
only that,
exciting
I can
thing to
also
show.
see the precise, I guess, tech progress of my opponent and vice versa too. So we can strategize very precisely in this game.
So with these unit decks, you can make almost any combination of units. How many units exactly are in the game Battle Aces right now?
Yeah, so we have 45 units planned for the closed beta, but we'll be adding new units every single season, so the possibilities of strategy will be endless.
Now, I notice here on the intelligence bar, you can see your
The
teching
mobile
up, your
route.
opponent is taking that faster third
Adding
base.
so many
So you're
units
playing,
that
like, a very
it's
defensive,
impossible to balance.
tech-oriented game, whereas your opponent is playing a bit more fast-paced, right? Like he's running around, he's doing the attacking while you're doing the defending.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the different types of strategies that can be used for different players?
So in this specific game, I'm trying to show off a more easier way to play. So you'll notice that I'm not really clicking all that much kind of thing. So my basic strategy is in tier 1, I have these recall units that can teleport back to any of my bases, making it a very easy defensive option. And I'm straight teching to king crabs that are very strong at harassing enemy bases and expansions.
Now, game timers and RTSs is not like a new thing, but what's interesting about this one is that this game counter is counting down. What's the story with that?
Yeah, so we have a max game limit of 10 minutes in this game. So when the timer reaches 0, then the game will end. And the winning player is whoever has the higher score when that happens.
Now, we notice that the two king crabs you have, they seem to be on a stealth mission here. It seems like you're skirting the bottom.
Yeah,
of the
avoiding
map,
the
going up for a little bit of
long
harassment
matches
and
that
a little
tend to
bit of,
be
counterattacking.
possible in these
Yeah, for
games.
sure. So I sent 2 to the back
Yeah.
so that I can take down one of these bases.
You know, the 30-minute turtling matches where you just spend all your time making units
Yeah.
That's why he went all in on
and maze-like
Yeah, it looks like he will end up
structures
coming
around
off
your
third
base and all that.
And in fact brings in a
Mhm.
huge army, but it looks like you will
I mean, if
defend,
it takes
unfortunately,
off, it
losing that third
could
base.
end up being something that's actually kind of fun to watch.
army, and I was
Yeah.
able to save those 2 king crabs and bring them back. So
Which I forget if this one's going to be free-to-play or not.
massive attack right here.
Yeah, it looks like you're pushing forward, and that is a very scary army with that many king crabs. Let's see how you end up doing. It does look like it's going to end up being a rout, even taking down his flying units there. It looks like you've done a great job this game, David. And, you know, I got to say, guys, I've played a lot of Battle Aces. And if you want a more in-depth look at the high skill expression available, check it out at playbattleaces.com.
And we'll be starting our beta very soon, in a few weeks. So please make sure to sign up for the beta while you're there at the site.
And be sure to wish list it on Steam. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all the time we have. Day 9, back to you.
Yep, there you go.
Thanks, Artosis. And Nick Tasteless Plot, my literal brother that refers to me by my internet moniker.
Well, now, Sean, Frankie told us there'd be a lot of great new strategy games in our show, and she was right. There has never been a better time to be a PC gamer and an RTS fan. And with the lightning-fast action of its 1v1 and 2v2 modes, Battle Aces is a big reason why. Next up,
I don't know if you'd say this is the best time for RTS fans when Microsoft seems to be the only big company making them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just remastering their old ones.
Yeah, but I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. But there's not exactly a bunch of new ones coming out.
Yeah. Although Microsoft does have Blizzard now, so yeah, say to your point, that's the same thing.
But it's not like they're going to announce StarCraft anytime soon.
No. They could, but that's not happening right now.
Look, Mika, we can all hear your thoughts.
What? How?
Well, yeah, you recorded them earlier, in the voiceover studio. I mean, that's the audio that's getting piped into the studio right now. Guys, can we go ahead and mute 003 Mika's internal rage.wave right now?
You got it, Sean.
I'm sorry, I just, I really wanted to introduce the trailer.
Oh, they're recording as WAV files?
Okay, you know what? Honestly,
yeah.
It's totally fine. Go ahead.
You sure? Okay. You've lost your memory and
I've heard good things about the first Citizen Sleeper. I've not played it yet, though.
Okay, wait, hold on. Where are my vengeful thoughts?
Oh.
Sorry, Sean. It got taped over with one of our nature documentaries.
All right, well, just play that, I guess.
Well, as I was saying, you've lost your memory.
The Bolivian gulping iguana sounds its mating call, a noise often described as nature's...
Doing his best Tim Robinson angry face.
Well, in all of its uninterrupted glory, here's our first ever look at the gameplay.
I don't know if you saw that they got him for their skate thing. During the Summer Game Fest.
We're in trouble. Lane's closing in, and we need this next contract to go right. But nothing's gone right so far. That contract Carson gave us was trouble from the start. Junie? I didn't trust her. Not for a moment. That derelict was a death trap. Suddenly, it was all over. But we've got to bounce back. We've secured the contract. So let's talk, crew. How about Nia? She was handy with that drone. Stopped the whole thing blowing up in our faces. Or Eugene. He's a loud
I haven't heard of this series, but
tough as hell.
this actually looks good.
He did forget
Yeah.
to tell us about Vesna.
I've heard a lot of talk about the first game, but I don't know that I ever saw it, so this is not what I was thinking it would be.
The belt is wide, sleeper. So whatever
I think I thought it would be more computer RPG kind of thing.
the belt ever runs smooth.
That looks neat. Early next year, okay. Oh, Demon School. This is a good looking game. When you're making a game like the original Persona games.
It looks like they're amping it up quite a bit.
Oh, they got fishing.
Yeah, of course they do.
I don't think we had a date before.
So I'm guessing there's probably some overlap between what you're seeing here and the Summer Games Fest show, but not much.
Yeah, I'm just surprised how many studios are putting their games on multiple showcases.
Mm.
Especially now it's different things versus like trying to get them with the same content.
Mm.
Which could go either way, I guess. Yeah, that was at the Gorilla show, the Gorilla Collective Showcase.
Mm.
No date, just demo available at Steam Next Fest. Alright, what's this Doom-looking game? PlayStation 14. Open source. Well, that's interesting.
Wish you could keep track of all the games you're seeing on the PC Gaming Show? Well, that's exactly what wishlists are for. The PC Gaming Show Steam page is a one-stop shop where you can fill up your wish list with every single game we're featuring on our show. Make it quick though. We've got an unbeatable trailer coming up. That's no exaggeration. It really is unbeatable.
Sure.
I say the lines, the syllables, got it memorized so I can make you stop. You treat me like a criminal, so why shouldn't I treat you like you're a cop?
Alright. Oh, this game, okay. This was a Kickstarter game.
Mm. Yeah, first I'm seeing of it.
Yeah, it's an anime style, like rhythm, big story thing, I think.
Mm.
Unbeatable, yeah. That looks neat.
Mm.
Oh, PS5 and Xbox, okay.
At least they're acknowledging that they exist.
Yeah. Here's this Nuclear Throne ass game.
Mm.
Gunilla. Odin Must Fall. Sure.
Mm.
That looks neat.
I could definitely see myself putting that up.
Oh, Odin Fall, okay. I don't know if that's better or worse than Odin Must Fall. Scorekeeper? Are they doing a new update for it?
whole lot of free-to-play stuff we've been seeing.
Okay. Full 1.0.
That is a double shot of exciting news. Core Keeper's upcoming 1.0 launch and twin stick shooters Odenfall coming to early access later this
I feel like
year.
that's the most gameplay I've seen for that
I can't wait
game.
to show everyone our next game, and it's so exciting.
Despite
I'm gonna need to stand up for
it
this.
being such a
Stand up
popular
too.
game.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. It's hard to think of a better combination than the team behind the gloriously gory medieval warfare slasher Chivalry 2 and this classic zombie survival horror game that
Oh,
started
this
out
game.
as a mod for Half-Life 2.
Brace yourself for 8-player co-op, permadeath, and the terrifying cinematic
Yeah, the weird thing that was like the
experience like no
second
more room
game
in
at this
hell.
show,
So let's take a
the
look.
Summer Game Fest showcase.
Yeah, you're gonna want to sit down for this.
But I just stood up.
No More Room in Hell 2 is a permadeath horror co-op game.
You start with a flashlight with no weapons, and you're exploring in the dark, and you're trying to find your first friend and your first weapons to get some safety.
You find more gear, you find more people. It's suddenly 4 players, 6 players, 8 players, up to that final showdown at the power plant, where hordes of zombies are pouring in and are using explosives and assault rifles to overcome that final challenge.
Like with Chivalry, combat is the first thing we focused on, being Torn Banner. We want that game feel just really intense, and it's part of the immersion. Every run is different. We're looking at how do we
Oh, it's the
deliver
Chivalry
the
people,
Hollywood
okay.
cinematic experiences. You know, how do we put you in a place that you've never been before, but you've always wanted to be? It's like co-op game with consequences. And the fun becomes, how long can I survive the zombie apocalypse?
Not bad. I'm not gonna check it out, but
Yeah,
it's not bad.
This will definitely find an audience. It's not me, but
But now they have to pay for it.
yeah. Unless it gets given away on Epic, which it probably will be.
Maybe you should be more selective with your shots, man. Instead of acting like they're endless bullets. Hey, we got multiplayer. I almost feel like it would be nice to have some UI in this.
Yeah.
Instead of just assuming they're just blindly shooting with no cursor.
Unless it's just like a trailer thing, but I don't doubt it.
I'm assuming it's gameplay with just the UI turned off.
There's another Wilhelm screen.
Oh no, a dog. Back off, city. I have this game. I don't know how I got it, but I have it. Oh, that's cool. I have an FPS where it acknowledges that you can only see the arms. So that's what you're customizing, not like the whole body.
Peggy 18.
Okay, this is the sprinting game they showed off a little earlier. Is this going to be Trials-ish or
Look like
something else? I don't know.
Wondering, trying to figure out why it's rated 18.
Well, the man blew up.
Yeah. How many T-rated games have people blowing up?
Parkour meets parkour in Death Sprint 66. And here I thought
Yeah,
the
but
worst
this
thing
is
that can
Europe.
happen while jogging is jogging. Now, you've heard of motorbikes and motorboats,
Well, it's
but
got
how
death in the
about
title,
motor
so probably,
brooms?
probably
In
there's a reason
Crescent
for it.
County, you can escape to a beautiful and wholesome island of witches, where you don't just fly around on boring old wooden brooms. You soup them up, trick them out, and use them for drifting, racing, and running a high-speed delivery service. Let's take a visit to Crescent County.
Or like futuristic Kiki's delivery service. That could be neat. Just trash this package. Okay. That looks neat.
And now I'm beyond lucky to be joined by Crescent County's creative director, Anna Hollenreich. Anna, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so excited to be here.
Now, that was a lovely trailer, and I'd love if you could just walk us through a little more of what we just saw.
It's kind of if you're imagining Kiki's delivery service meets the Bikes of Kira, set on a rural witch tech island. It's a game about finding yourself kind of as a proto-adult, and I'm really interested in this question of how do you find home in a new space? How does a place become yours? By day, you're driving around the island, making deliveries to the locals, and then by night, you're racing around the island with the characters that you've befriended along the way, or, I don't know, maybe you want to get one of the characters to date you, but you need a bed frame because they have self-respect. Is that overly mean?
You did say that you took some personal experiences into this. It's so real. Okay. So talk to me a little bit about where the idea for Crescent County came from.
It's inspired by my first ever proper video games job where I moved to the Isle of Wight. I couldn't stop doing this witch tech mashup. I couldn't stop drawing it. I was going to Comic-Cons. I was selling art about it. And I've been working in big teams on things like Fall Guys. But I knew that if I didn't launch myself out into the unknown, I would never forgive myself.
So you're taking this big leap into making this game, and it's in the cozy genre. What sets your game apart from those?
So this is a delivery life sim game, right? But it's also got underground motorhome street racing in it. I really love genre mashups. I think that they're so interesting. And I love making worlds that feel warm and lived in and loved, where people feel, you know, relaxed and safe. But also, if you want to amp things up, you can trick out your motor broom to the point where you're almost flying and smash into your friends with all your sigil sticker powers.
What about it excites you the most, though?
We're really interested in making this island feel very relaxing to drive around, but also hiding all of these little shortcuts and jumps and boosts all over the place so that it can be just as intense and chaotic sometimes as well.
Where can everyone get their hands on Crescent County?
So this game means the absolute world to us. It's a bit of my heart, it's a bit of my soul, and if it interests you, please add it to your wish list.
That's not the answer to his question.
Crescent County
He
looks
said, "Where is it
amazing,
at?"
Sean, and it is just oozing with charm.
It's like, add it
I'm
to your
definitely
wish
making
list.
room for it at the top of my wish list.
Which
And
ones?
If you want to wishlist Crescent County and all the other great games you've seen on our show today, they're all located in one place, the PC Gaming Show Steam page.
Okay, it's time to put the brooms away as we take a look at some other wickedly good releases.
Well, they packed a lot of stuff into about an hour and a few minutes so far.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure that's how that works. It's like the little dinosaur sponges we would have. Okay.
My name is Sam Walker, and I am the last man standing.
Sam Walker, but he's running.
I steel myself for what's to come. I may not survive this, but at least I'll go down fighting. Fighting for a chance to make things right. Even if it's
Well, can't be worse than Skull and Bones.
Moon Mystery. Okay. Alright, everybody got the message from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Get your retro IPs and get them into beat-em-ups ASAP. So there's Power Rangers and now G.I. Joe. So that people
Not
that
that
like
I
those...
have a problem with it.
No, but it's just hilarious. What if we sell off our IPs to these small devs that'll make a bad game? Instead of just making good ones. Life's never been cheaper. Shell Runner, okay. That looks neat. From the fields to the streets. Okay. Debtor's Club. I've heard about this game. That looks pretty good.
Since we're at the rapid fire portion of the show,
Yeah, this is all from one publisher, I believe.
I don't know where to go, where to search for it.
Play and load at the Melody World. A great sight one can cast. Other worse, whereby the heavy cup of wine one can cast.
Okay, I saw this in another showcase. There we go, Cat Quest 3. Nice little action RPG series. This has more side-scrolling kind of stuff. Yeah, even this overworld version, the camera is more isometric, like top-down looking,
Yeah.
not like this. You also get to pilot a ship now. That looks neat. Yes, you got a demo too.
Hello, my name is Nicole Heat.
It's like
and I'm working
80%
with
of these
Ariel and Devolver
trailers have
Digital
said
to
that.
make the world's first first-person shooter, The
What?
Crush House. So in the game,
Oh,
you've been
this is a
hired to
Devolver
produce
game.
1999's hottest reality show, and your job is
Essentially
to
run your
choose the
own
cast,
like
film the drama, and give the
sexy
audience what
reality
they're
show.
thirsting for. But remember,
Okay.
never ever speak to the talent. Anyway, all the different audience groups want to see different things, so let's see who's tuning in today.
You decide like
All
what
right,
kind
we've
of
got the divorced
cast you
dads. They
have
wanna
for
see romances,
a show,
meat on the grill,
for a season
strong
of the
male
show, kind of
emotions,
thing.
You know, divorced dad stuff. And the fish freaks are here. We've earned money from ads, so let's put some fish in the tank for them. This is normal for reality TV. And the film students
Yeah,
are
playing off
watching,
of
and they
the
wanna see
weird
all of the
behind the
settings,
scenes stuff that
jungle, of course.
all these
Hold on.
reality
Any
shows
guys in
have.
the chat? Let's see what they have to say. Pants are a prison for the ass, if that's what you want, Sir Mix-a-Lot. You know, if we combo all the
Then you put it on a
different
streaming
things
service so you
in frame
can amp
together,
the sexy
the
stuff
ratings will go up
100
even more.
times.
Chat is loving it. And no matter how crazy the audience requests are, we have to satisfy them or else the show will be canceled. But
Yeah,
don't
it's like
worry
that
if things do
commentary
go
on
wrong.
all
This
this
is reality TV after all.
wild stuff.
Just pick a new cast, start the season over, and maybe this time
And I
we'll
know
make it
for
to
this one, the
serious
demo's out
finale
now.
Of the Crush
So I
House.
downloaded it.
So that's definitely something Devolver would publish.
Yeah. They also have a game called, I think it's Anger Run. And it's kind of like a retro first-person shooter, but you kick everybody.
Okay.
And you have different kinds of shoes to do different kinds of attacks. Like one that kind of does uppercuts. You know, like some that do like drop kicks and other kinds of attacks. It's like your shoes that are using for that.
So it's like you're like different weapons in a first-person shooter. You just different pairs of shoes.
Yeah. You're like kicking them through doors and all that kind of stuff. You know, as one does. Alright, what's this? Oh, is this the trucking, space trucking game? Oh, it's, yeah, Star Trucker. I'm excited about this game. This is not how asteroid fields actually look. They're not that close, usually.
No.
September 3rd, okay. That's not too far away.
Coming up in the PC Gaming Show.
That's not Studio Ghibli at all. That's like an exact scene out of, I forget which one it was called. Oh, there you go. Punching robots in the face.
As you do.
Trust me when I say I know what it's like to wait for a big release to arrive. This particular download has been queuing for months. But fans of extraction shooters, and I'm talking about the extraction shooter, the one that kicked off an entirely new genre, don't have much longer to wait.
Oh, The Division?
Multiplayer FPS Escape from Tarkov has been in beta since 2017, but is now preparing for its heralded 1.0 release. Here's
They're
a
trying
look at
to
what's coming when
milk
the
all the money they
granddaddy
can
of
out of their
extraction
fans.
shooters goes gold.
Yeah.
Trying to charge people $250 to get a PvE mode.
Tarkov.
Even though they sold a version of the game that came with all the DLC. Try to argue that was not DLC, that's a feature. And it's like, yeah, you're not going to get away with that.
Yeah, I kind of did.
Also, this is the game that said they couldn't have women playable characters because that wouldn't make sense in their world.
Конфликт в Таркове снова разгорается. И пока неизвестно, чем все это закончится.
That's an interesting policy for your developers to hold there, so guess we know what they think.
Oh yeah.
Похоже, придется тебе снова показать, чего ты стоишь, боец. Путь осилит идущий, так ведь? И кто знает, может, у тебя и получится сбежать из Таркова.
All right, guy. I thought they... Oh, it's out now. Okay. Or no, this is out now. Oh, so it's Explosion Man. Floaty. Okay. That's out now.
Looks fun.
Yeah. Oh, this is Flintlock. This was just on the Xbox showcase. Yeah, I think that's Flintlock. Okay. So that'll be a demo.
I hope you have unlimited bandwidth on your internet connection. So.
I do, but I don't have infinite space. Alright, we got 30 minutes left. Alright, a crouching sim.
That's not something I expected to hear.
You know, crouching doesn't make much sense when you're out in the open.
Yeah, they can still see you.
I can definitely tell this is actual gameplay. Is you see how jittery everything moves, animates and all that. Oh, it's just called 83. I thought they were just showing a number for some reason. I've heard good things about this game. Must be an early access if they're showing it here.
I think it's been around a while.
This game blows your mind.
This game has a hell of a look.
Yeah. Oh, they're just saying, hey, if you have not heard of this,
Sean, I am sad to
check
say
it out.
we're not a million miles away from the end of our show.
What? Already?
Oh, wait. Sean, are you about to yell no and dramatically wave your fist at the
No,
sky?
no, I just thought I was going to sneeze.
Oh.
Anyways, as you were saying.
Right, well, we don't have much left in the show, so it's time to...
Sorry, it turns out.
Oh, that Star Trekker
I am
game's going to
allergic
be on
shows
Xbox
nearing
and Game Pass as well.
Well, as I was saying, it is time to share something
Okay.
very special. We are living in a golden age of city builders, and there's something out there for everyone. Strategy, survival...
Yeah, when the biggest one of them all shits themselves because they released way too early.
All the city builders I play, I can honestly say
That's
that
great
we've
for
never
everybody
seen one
else.
quite like this. From a very talented team of developers who made games like Mark of the Ninja and Gone Home.
Oh.
Let's watch the world premiere of Generation Exile.
I'm excited for
Our
whatever people who worked on those
generation
games do.
was to travel hundreds of years across the stars so we could build a new world for humanity. We had tried to restore Earth's ravaged ecology. The desperate solution nearly wiped us out instead. And now it's on the ship. And it's growing. There are only a few thousand of us left, and we cannot repeat the past.
Oh.
In our ship's closed ecosystems, resources are finite. Nothing can go to waste. Every bit of scrap needs to be salvaged, reclaimed, and repurposed into what we need to survive. Materials, food, water, air. We might not always work well with each other. We might squabble, we might stumble, but we are all we have. As we're building a balanced ecosystem, years will go by like minutes. We must adapt to each other and to the unknown. We're not just learning to build a sustainable future. Everyone on board is living their own story, and your story will be different from mine. Can we escape the mistakes that drove us from our home? Because every decision we make now will determine if humanity earns a second chance.
That looks neat.
Arc ship simulator kind of thing. It's very interesting.
Generation Exile is a sustainable solarpunk city builder with a reactive emergent narrative that changes every single time the game is played. You are aboard a generation ship traveling for several hundred years, leaving a ecologically ravaged Earth behind, attempting to find a new home for humanity. So rather than repeat the failings of Earth in the past, you need to find a new way to develop a society that is sustainable and can thrive.
Your job is to make sure that you shepherd humanity successfully to the destination planet and that they live to get there and there's enough people to keep humanity going.
Players' goals differ a bit from traditional recognizable city builders, where yes, you know, you're still having to provide the basics for your society, food, shelter, clean water, but there's kind of this unquestioned notion that we see both in a lot of strategy games, but also just in the world around
It's
us,
an interesting
where it's
nose.
like, oh, well, when we need more
It almost looks
resources, we can
fake.
just keep
Like
extracting,
it's got
we can just keep growing and
the
growing
fake
and growing.
glasses with nose
It's simply
on
not
it.
possible to keep expanding forever. And that is a thematic element of the game for sure, but part of that has come from just looking at the industry around us, where all the goals are just like, what are the returns for the next quarter? You know, we see the harm that is caused by that single-minded focus on how can we extract as much value in the short term. And the people who are the harmed the most by that are the thousands of people who in the last 6-8 months have lost their jobs, right? So as you make your way through the game and progress through the game, rather than just infinitely getting bigger, it's about becoming more regenerative, to like use only what you have around you because there's no external source of anything else.
Fundamentally, you're on a spaceship. You got what you got.
What we wanted to achieve
Definitely not
was
an
to take
agenda
a
here.
relatively recognizable set
No.
of city building mechanics, but having more narrative and story elements there as well. Because the thing that is so rich about city builders is that they're so systems dense, and that game state is all very much driven by the choices and decisions that the player is making. But the opportunity then we saw is to look at all that in the city building layer game state, and then
Drag it out into the narrative.
Exactly.
Kicking and screaming.
but in a good way.
In a good way.
Where rather than, you know, just like everyone's gonna play through the game and at turn 15, this thing happens, then at turn 25, this thing happens. Instead, you can just have authored narrative events that are reactive to whatever choices you've made, like weird ecology things that are occurring aboard the vessel, or
They're
various
situational.
crises,
Yeah.
small and large. We're able to provide the player the ability to make consequential specific decisions that are divorced from just the pure systems of the game, which then informs the events that will occur in the future, so that at the end, there will be echoes of the decisions you've made along the way. It should feel like the journey to get there is one that you uniquely experience, and the conditions that you finish with
I do like that they're completely unashamed about it.
decisions you made
Yeah.
leading up to that point. The game can be wish listed right now on Steam, and folks can also just go to sonderluststudios.com to sign up for our newsletter and learn more as we roll things out. There'll be more delicious tidbits in there.
Will they be delicious?
They'll be delicious.
How delicious?
Talking too much. Tone him down so we can end this trailer.
A huge thanks to the good folks at Sonderlust for letting us take a look inside their new sci-fi city builder, Generation Exile.
It looks incredible, and the amount of love and work the team have put into it really shines through.
Now look, we are under no illusion that this last year has been incredibly difficult for so many developers in the face of thousands of layoffs and countless studio closures.
Today, we are so grateful that we have the chance to put a spotlight on many people really continuing to make games in the face of uncertainty.
And if there's any game you saw in our show or in any of the other many showcases, we encourage you to purchase or even just wish list any of the games for developers that you care about. It goes a long way.
Next up, you'd think the sight of a house standing up and walking around on two weird, massive chicken legs would be horrifying. But when you realize it's taking some heavy witch vibes from everyone's favorite Slavic folklore character, Baba Yaga, it's actually pretty awesome. Reka is the base building exploration game you'd curse yourself for missing.
Oh no. A house built on top of a chicken.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with no on this one.
Chicken-legged hut. Okay. That looks a little weird.
Yeah, that's a little past my weird threshold, I think.
We
neat.
aren't the only ones celebrating an anniversary. iBuyPower is hitting a major milestone of their own, having been around for 25 years. iBuyPower is a fully independent and leading manufacturer of high-performance pre-built and custom gaming PCs based in North America. As a special thanks for 25 years of powering the PC gaming community, iBuyPower is giving away one of their official VCT Americas PCs, the RDY Y70 Valorant VCT AR002. This bad boy boasts
Yeah, that was
an
easy
AMD
thing to
Ryzen
say.
7 7800X3D CPU, a GeForce RTX 4070 Ti, and 32 gigs of
Only a
DDR5
4070?
5600 megahertz RAM. Did I also mention it's got iBuyPower's 240mm RGB liquid cooling unit? For your chance to win, head over to pcgamer.com/survey. And now, back to more trailers.
Meet the lock creatures. Their language brings them to life and expands their society.
I'd have it.
Learn and spell their
Well, we
words.
have to fill out a survey to get it.
Own special ability to change
I
the
wonder if
environment in deep and
this one will
surprising
actually
ways.
work.
Yeah.
Play
This
the
looks
Lock
neat.
Digital demo available today.
Digital demo? I don't like digital demos.
As opposed to an analog demo?
Yeah.
Are all just wizards for some reason. One team is unstoppable.
Oh, is this
Not yours.
Tactical Wizards, whatever it's called?
Chronomancer. Her team of needlessly fancy goons have brought the world to the
Pretty sure this has had a demo out for a bit.
group of mismatched rejects stands in her way. A disgraced retired Navy SEER who can see every possible future, but can't remember his own tragic backstory. The freelance Storm Witch, a private investigator whose mastery of lightning is devastating, unless her enemies aren't standing near windows. The Necromedic, a surgeon who turned to necromancy when she lost her medical license. She can heal you, but she'll have to kill you first. The Rebel Riot.
Oh, that's a hell of a catch there.
Faith is her armor. But she is also wearing actual armor. Together, there's no threat they can't stop. As long as they can get there by public transport, they can rewind every time they screw it up. And there's an easy mode if they need it.
There you go.
Tactical Breach Wizards.
Yeah.
Coming to Steam August 20th.
Okay.
Demo available now. Also, could you wish list it, please?
No. Absolutely not.
Wow, what a show so far. I'm absolutely loving it. And don't forget, you can do more than just watch this amazing lineup of games. You can play them too.
Another demo for you to
Visit the
download.
PC Gaming Show Steam page to wishlist all the titles you've seen on today's show, all in one convenient, clickable place. Now, do you love history? Do you also love lists with between 9 and 11 items on them? Then today is your day. For our 10th anniversary, we've counted down the 10 biggest moments in PC gaming over the past decade. You can see where your favorite moments landed by visiting
What they did in the pre-show.
pcgaming.com/10. Right, time to grab some friends and head for the sky, where you
That was a
can
hard
float
cut there.
islands into your personal skyships and soar through the clouds. It's co-op survival craft made cozy. Here's an uplifting look at Aloft.
Hello, I'm Manuel Bergeron, founder and creative director of Astrolab Interactive. It is my greatest pleasure to announce that we just launched a new multiplayer demo for our game Aloft, a sandbox survival game set in the sky. Take a look at our new trailer for a few more surprises. Enjoy.
All right. That looks neat.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting Windborne vibes from this.
Oh yeah, this game was in, I think, Day of the Devs. This is pretty neat. You're essentially playing a 2D and 3D version of a platformer game at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You only see enemies on the Game Boy screen. Oh, I guess that thing acts as a shield. Okay.
This is bizarre, and I kind of like it.
Yeah. Definitely a very neat idea for a game. Yeah, screen bound. There's your not Ghibli game. Oh. There we go. Yeah, running your own like Spirited Away inn kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is neat. Hotel Galactic, okay. There's the evil people. Because of course.
Yeah, you have to be there.
Okay, they're doing a Kickstarter. I'll kickstart it if I don't have to have that main character.
You bring the police to my door, to my
Chinese room. Oh, this is Still Wakes the Deep.
Don't you answer me back!
That's out pretty soon.
You hear me? Fired.
Jesus, Gregor! Gregor!
Yeah, you're on like an oil rig that has had some weird stuff happen.
Yeah. Definitely be good for one of those Halloween streams.
Yeah.
Dude, Hotel Galactic looks so cute, right?
Oh my god, it does. And honestly, I would just love to manage a bed and breakfast for alien travelers. I just worry that my quaint taste and timeless valence bedspreads just might not be suitable for interdimensional species tastes. I don't know. What do you think, Mika?
Sean, look at me. If anybody can create the cutest bed and breakfast for interdimensional space beings, it's you. It's this guy.
Oh, you always care, Mika.
Oh, I know I do. And you know what else I care a great deal about? It's the developers at the Chinese Room getting back to their roots for more first-person horror. Still Wakes the Deep looks atmospheric as hell and positively chilling.
Amen to that, Mika. And hey, speaking of chilling, get ready to side-scroll your way through a 2.5D post-apocalyptic zombie survival with Into the Dead.
Set in 1980s Texas, you are charged with gathering resources, managing party members, and crafting items, all whilst hordes of killer zombies try to chomp down on your brains.
And what's worst of all is that this is taking place during a scorching heat wave.
Oh my God, and as someone who lives in California, I can confirm that's way worse than zombies.
I feel you. I mean, my family's Irish. I get sunburned by the moon.
Oh, I didn't realize it would be 2.5D. Thought when they said 2D, it was like 2D. Okay.
Hi, PC Gaming Showcase. I'm Tanya from Kit Fox Games.
Oh,
and
here's
I'm here
our
to show you
award shelf.
3 different games today. So let's start with Dwarf Fortress.
Hi, I'm Zach Adams.
Oh.
I'm Torn Adams. We're the co-creators of Dwarf Fortress, inviting you to play Adventure Mode in open beta.
And we'll be adding tutorials and demigods later this summer.
While you're waiting, you can play Caves of Cud, the most intricate
Like the notion of
robot
like,
ever made.
we've been working on this game for like 15 years. We're adding tutorials soon.
Co-creators of Caves of Cud. After 15 years, the game is getting its 1.0 release later this year. But out today is the spring molting patch with its all-new UI. Live and drink.
And our final piece of news today is a whole new game to announce, a world premiere for the PC Gaming Showcase, Streets of Fortuna.
How will you survive in Fortuna? Will you be a thief? A cook? A smuggler? An artisan? A trader? The city is a richly generated sandbox, each citizen living their simulated life. Use knowledge to your advantage, romantically or politically. Live your other life in Streets of Fortuna.
That looks neat. I want to say this was also in another showcase. Looks pretty neat.
I mean, it said world premiere, but you never really know with these things.
Oh, is this Case of the Golden Idol 2? Or whatever they're calling the new one? Rise of the Golden Idol? But yeah, I believe the publisher also has another game in that vein that's coming out called Little Problems. Where you're like a normal person using that same style of thing to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
They're showing like a parent trying to figure out which of their kids made a mess. Like, well, this one left early, so could not have been them, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rise of the Golden Idol, yeah. Yeah. I have the first game, I have not started it yet.
That was The Rise of the Golden Idol, once again inviting you to unravel the truth being a tangled mystery. Now, Take a look at a game from our friends at Hooded Horse that combines turn-based strategy with real-time exploration. Here's the new trailer for Every Day We Fight.
Here's your XCOM.
While our countries were at war, the Rifters came. They put a dome over the city. Suddenly, almost everyone was frozen. Just a few of us were left.
Not soldiers, just ordinary people.
You know, I never used to like guns.
Ooh.
Are we alive? I could swear I just got killed.
Actually, it looks really good.
I think we jumped back in time.
See what else she can do.
Don't miss.
Maybe a little more Valkyria Chronicles to it. That's neat. Okay. That looked neat. Getting down to the last couple here.
Yeah.
Parody.
Wonder if they have like a one more thing or something at the end of it. I don't know.
Maybe.
Velkomin í verndarvættatön.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Getting these kind of fucked up PlayStation 1 graphics. Okay.
It's definitely an aesthetic choice they've made then.
Okay. One Forge. I think I've heard of that. I don't know. Could be anything.
Hi
Oh,
everyone,
this game.
This is Dave, Community Manager on Windblown, the upcoming action roguelike from Motion Twin, the creators of Dead Cells. These cute characters here are the Leapers, who live in the Ark, a peaceful village now threatened by a massive vortex of doom. So, they train up and become fearless warriors to fight back in an attempt to save their world. Using a cool thruster...
Yeah, Devolver has a game from the creator of Dead Cells, who was the director of the game initially, before he left. Let's see if I can find what that was called.
For
It
example,
was Tenjutsu.
weapons at the end of a combo will let you unleash a super powerful move called an ultra attack, if you can time it right. Jump online with up to 2 other players, meaning you can mix your builds with your friends and find the best combinations to carry you through the diverse biomes. Windblown will launch later this year into Steam Early Access. Player feedback is super important to help us craft a game that you guys will love to play. So join us on
Windblown.
Steam for the
Yep.
latest updates and information, and how you can join in on the fun. See you soon in Windblown.
And the developers of Dead Cells made the Rogue Prince of Persia game.
The 10th anniversary PC
Yeah,
gaming show, but
this is
that
in
doesn't
early
mean
access, I think,
we
right
are
now.
winding
Yeah.
down. We are in fact amping up.
That's right! We're wrapping things up today with not one, but 2
All right.
world premieres
Finally, Half-Life 3 and
in a
Portal
row.
3.
It's like buy one, get one
Yeah,
free world premieres.
yeah.
No,
Right.
Sean. That coupon expired in 1989, so we won't be
Oh,
getting
well, that's too bad, except... Ah, look at this! This is our 10th PC gaming show, which means I get a free world premiere.
Look at this guy! Thanks to Sean's Grandmaster level card play, let's check out 2 big world premiere trailers to cap off our show.
I'm gonna see what they got. Oh no. Okay. Back to RTS. Though in a more Pikmin kind of way.
Mm.
But more fucked up. Warship? That look neat.
What's the second one?
Gunboat, okay. Alright, that looks pretty good.
And that is a wrap on the PC Gaming Show 2024. We had such a great time showing you all the exciting PC games headed your way, and we're especially thrilled that you could join us for our 10th anniversary show. And I mean, if you've been tuning in to watch our show for 10 years
that looks
straight,
pretty cool.
thank you so much. We couldn't have done it without you.
And if this is your first time watching, just watch this show like 10, 20 more times. Make up for all the ones you've missed and for the future ones.
That's 100% how the coupon works.
Right, and the punch card.
And we can't forget to say goodbye to our brave captain of the watch party, the amazing Frankie Ward.
Guys, it's been a great show and I had an absolute blast. Before we go, we also want to give a huge thank you to all the game developers, artists, designers, writers, voice actors, and everyone else out there working so hard day after day to create games we all play and love. We appreciate every single one of you.
Absolutely, Frankie. And don't forget that you guys at home can wish list every game you saw on our show today by visiting the PC Gaming Show Steam page.
Thank you so much again, everyone, and we'll see you again in November for the PC Gaming Show Most Wanted.
Heck yeah.
Bye-bye.
I don't think that's it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, goodbye. Oh, that's other hand. Oh, bye.
Yeah, I'll turn them down now. So, yeah, that was a pretty solid show. Bunch of
Yeah,
different
a
stuff.
lot of variety. I saw a lot of free to play stuff, which is kind of weird because I thought that model has kind of eaten itself by this point, but apparently not. What else is in there that was good? Hmm.
And I'm trying to see if they added stuff to the page on the Steam. Whatever. Okay, they did add a bunch here.
Yeah, they've been adding them all.
It's like Crescent County. That looked pretty neat. Yeah, Streets of Fortuna. That kind of big open city simulation thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
I liked. I mean, for me, the standouts was Generation Exile. It kind of gelled with me, so that's one I'll probably be taking a look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, Citizen Sleeper 2 also looks pretty damn cool.
Yeah, let's see what else was in there. Tactical Breach Wizards looks cool.
Yeah.
The
Kind of
G.I.
funny.
Joe game looks pretty neat as well.
Yeah, if they get the mechanics solid on that, that's probably going to be fun.
Yeah. Star Trucker is one I'm excited for. Trucking
Yeah,
in
I have
space.
no idea how that one's actually going to be good. I mean, well, if you can do American and Euro truck simulators, you could probably do one in space pretty well.
Yeah. Let's see what else is on here. Yeah, there's Debtors Club that looked neat. Cat Quest 2 or 3.
Cat Quest 3 looked good. That Death Sprint 66 actually is kind of intriguing, so that's one I'd probably check out.
Yeah, there's Screenbound that looks really cool.
Yeah.
As well as Demon School. So yeah, a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, a lot of stuff here, and a lot of stuff you can actually download and play right now, so get an idea. Which is something I do wish the console holders would do a bit more, but nope, you don't see that too often.
Yeah, because you got to do more work to get that up there.
Yeah.
You can't just put up your last build and then have it break and crash the console or whatever.
Yeah.
It's got to be a little bit better than downloading 45 gigs and it's saying
Can't log in.
Can't get to your server.
Yeah.
So you can't play.
It's
like, oh, great. Then you made this great example why your always online game is not good.
Yeah. The whole online only thing just kind of blows up pretty easily.
Yeah. So yeah, that's I think it's going to do it. Thank you, Phil.
No problem. Sorry about the miscommunication.
That's fine.
Yeah.
There's still more than enough of the show to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll be kind of wrapping up. I'm not gonna have all these showcases on there, but we do have a few of them with stuff on them. I'll probably do more next week.
Yeah.
Because all the stuff from Saturday I did not get time for.
Yeah. At that point, well, for the next show, I got to kind of cherry pick because there's just going to be so much stuff that's come out soon.
Yeah, we'll see how much actual news there is next week, but for now, it should be all right. So, yeah, thank you all for tuning in. We'll be heading out because it's time to get some food. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you have a good one, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.